Hello, this is Steve, and today I'm going to do a short instructional video on how to hook up the 70 plate HydroTube HT5 614 from hybridhydrotech.com. Right here you can see the tanks. Each tank has two input connections. This is the input connection and two output connections. The output connections are on the bottom. There are two tanks. One side is hydrogen, one side is oxygen. To connect the tanks to the cell, there's connections on each side of the cell. We've got two output connections and two input connections. This is the back side of the cell, and this is the front side of the cell. So right here on the left you have your hydrogen out, and on the right you have your oxygen out. On the bottom here they're switched. This is your electrolyte input for the hydrogen side and electrolyte input for the oxygen side. So what you'll do is you connect your tubes to the appropriate tanks. For example, this hydrogen out, follow this around, goes to the input port of the hydrogen side, and then this oxygen out, you can see, goes over the other tank on the input port. On the bottom side, electrolyte in. Right here we've got on our hydrogen side, this tube comes down, it connects to our hydrogen input, and then this tube in turn goes to the other side, to the hydrogen input. We'll do the same thing for the back side of the generator. Now at the top we've got our hydrogen out and our oxygen out. From here you'll take your tube, you'll come down to your hydrogen bubbler, and that goes to the bottom port of the bubbler here. And the other tube on the oxygen side comes out, goes to your oxygen port right here. This is your output port for your oxygen, and this is your output port for your hydrogen. Right here on top of the bubbler you have flash ports in case hydrogen and oxygen mixes and there's a spark. If there's an explosion, it will exit out this port here. For the power connection, right here you've got your positive power. You want to connect your positive power to one of these terminals here. You've got two terminals here. You want to connect it to either one of those. On the back side we have our negative terminal. It's the same as the front. We've got a cable right here from our negative coming into that lug there, or you can install it on the opposite side here too. Now for the power controller, PWM. The internal connections go as follows. Right here is the 1224 volt spade. We want to connect positive power to that spade there through a 18 to 24 gauge with an 18 to 24 gauge wire. Right here you've got your ground coming in from your negative side. Could be a battery or a negative power supply. Gets hooked to the ground lug here. The load lug you'll connect to here, and it will go out to the negative side of your hydrogen generator. If you'll be pulling more than 50 amps, you'll want to use these larger lugs here. Under 50 amps, you can use the smaller negative 50 lugs on the side. The power is controlled by this knob right here. Turning this knob to the low, or the L side, will draw less power, and turning it to the H, or the high side, will draw more power. The remote console is plugged in to this port right here. This concludes this tutorial video of how to set up the Hydra tube. Thanks for watching.